We see the operating environment in Asia Pacific as being particularly conducive to growth. As you know, the global economy has been growing over the last 10 years at a fairly regular clip. It is now growing at a 2 to 3% pace, whereas the Asia Pacific economy has been growing at a much more rapid pace. Particularly the emerging markets like Southeast Asia and India, and those are driving the growth for us and others in Asia Pacific. And we're seeing global capital flows increase over the last few years, particularly from Asia. In the first half of this year, Asian entities invested over $45 billion in real estate assets around the world. 25 billion of that was from China. And that represented a 100% increase over last year. And this is a trend that we see continuing. For China, they've been looking for, and others, have been looking for diversification in their investment in real estate assets around the world. So you see China, for example, investing in office buildings in the US, in logistics assets in EMEA, in residential assets in Japan, and in hotel assets in Australia. We have deep relationships with more than a majority of the Fortune 500 global companies. And over time, our relationships with those corporations have evolved from casual relationships into more of an outsourcing model. So through our outsourcing model, more and more clients are relying on us as their strategic partners as they seek to concentrate on their core businesses, and we help them manage their real estate. The future of the workplace really revolves around attracting and retaining top talent. We're seeing that as a top priority from many of our clients. And workplaces have evolved over the last, particularly over the last 5 years, whereas in the past they were very static with hard-walled environments. And we're now seeing that they're open plan, they're flexible, they're agile, they encourage collaboration, and they provide the opportunity for employees to come into the workplace and find more of a social setting. More and more our employees are mobile. And if they're mobile, how do we engage with them? We engage with them by providing these attractive workplaces. We engage with them by having leaders who are actively engaging with them through new forms of communication that these technologies do provide. And there is a trend towards flatter organizations, to leaders who are more engaged directly with employees, as there's a war to attract and retain talent out there, and we're all doing what we need to be doing in order to retain our employees. We are developing proprietary technologies. We are partnering with some tech firms in the real estate sector, and we also are acquiring firms. We recently acquired Floor, a software as a service solution that we're deploying with our clients around the world, which specializes in AR and VR. And with that technology, we're putting in the hands of our clients the ability at their desktop to view their portfolios, to develop floor plans in 3D, and for our investor clients to develop redevelopment plans all from the desktop. So this is really a leading edge technology. We see AR and VR as being enabling to commercial real estate. Whereas in the past, in order to view the bricks and mortar of your portfolio, you would have to visit, you'd have to travel, you'd have to walk spaces and buildings. Now you can do that all digitally. You can do it from your desktop. And with the technology that we have within our Vantage Suite, including the Floor technologies, you can see your spaces in 3 dimension and really get a very good feel for the the experience in those spaces without ever having to leave your desk.